cases up to 33,375. Most of these cases are from the metropolitan areas, with 176 confirmed here in Seoul and 122 in Gyeonggi-do province. And due to the surging number of domestic cases, and with the college entrance exam soon just 5 days away, the government is contemplating enhancing the social distancing level from 2 to 2.5. With 6 more new deaths, the death toll now stands at 522. The briefing has just begun, so let's take a listen.
Let us now begin our regular briefing on the COVID-19 situation here in South Korea. As of November 28th midnight, we have a total of 486 new local infections, and we have 18 new imported cases. And now the total caseload stands at 33,375. We have 246 more people making full recovery, while 5,504 people still remain in quarantine. And among them, 78 have severe or critical conditions. We had 6 additional fatalities. And here are our updates for our domestic infections by region. First of all, in relation to a small gathering here in the metropolitan area in Seoul, we also have the first index case identified earlier this month. We have 21 new cases, raising the total to 22. And in relation to a dance academy in Gangseogu district, we have 26 more people confirmed, and the total now stands at 155. And in Junggu district, in relation to a funeral service agency, we have 2 additional cases. And also Jungnang-gu district, we have a fitness facility. And in relation to this facility, we have 5 additional cases. The total now stands at 18. And in Songpa-gu district at a sauna, there we have 5 additional cases being confirmed. The total now stands at 14 to date. And in relation to a sauna facility in Seocho-gu district, we have 5 additional patients. We have 63 patients to date. And in relation to a church in Mapo-gu district, we have 11 additional cases being confirmed. In total, we have 135 cases to date. And in relation to a gathering in Hwasong City, Gyeonggi-do province, we have 14 additional cases, raising the total to 15. And in relation to Yeoncheon military unit, we have 1 additional case, raising the total to 71. And in Incheon Namdong-gu district, we have the alumni gathering. We have 10 additional cases, raising the total to 11. And in Gangwon-do province, in relation to a public facility there, we also have additional cases being confirmed after the index case, and 11 more patients have been confirmed, raising the total to 12. And next, in relation to the Chungbuk Daecheon City kimchi making gathering, we have the first index case identified on the 25th, and we have 11 new cases, raising the total to 25. And in relation to a billiard room social gathering in Cheongju City, we have 22 accumulated cases. And in relation to a university hospital in Iksan City, we have 7 additional cases, raising the total to 46. And in Busan and Ulsan, the Janggu Academy class, we have 2 additional cases, and now the total stands at 91. And also in Gyeongnam Changwon City, in relation to a nightclub, there we have 2 additional cases being confirmed. And next, let us look at the major examples of our cluster infections. And recently, we have seen in the dance class in Gangseogu district, we have 155 cases. cases being confirmed to date. And in relation to sauna, in the Seocho-gu district, we have 76 cases being confirmed. And also in Chungnam Gongju City, we also have a nursing hospital. We have about 25 cases being confirmed there. And we have seen through these cases that the medical staff has also been confirmed and has been infected by other facilities and has spread the virus within the hospital. And we also see there were multiple cases of transmissions and chain transmissions as well. And in relation to the Gongju City Nursing Hospital, in this facility we have also carried out a massive preemptive testing. However, during this testing, the personnel tested negative. However, after the testing, he or she has tested positive after being infected through a social gathering and also spread the virus to other patients and other medical workers. To this end, we would like to take particular precautions at the social facilities as well as nursing hospitals. We ask you to refrain from going to other large-scale gatherings. And please also avoid going to any high-risk facilities, including nightlife entertainment venues, and also continue to wear face masks and keep social distancing when you visit crowded places. Moreover, all of the managers of these facilities need to also have a monitoring, the intensified monitoring of any symptoms of other people, and please also guide them to have tested as soon as possible. And please also make sure to minimize any gatherings within the facilities as well. And next, in the sauna in Seocho-gu district of Seoul City, in this case, we have the first index case identified on the 10th of November, and we carried out epidemiological investigations. And the user also spread the virus to other users, and we have more than 2 dozens of people getting infected. And also we had seen chains of transmissions and also infecting another 3 dozens of people at a different facility, which is a sports facility. And we also see sporadic cluster infections that also stemmed from this to other office spaces. Aside from this, we also have many cluster infections stemming from saunas. We also would like to ask the managers there to take particular precautions. And also when you are at the multi-use facilities like the saunas, please refrain from having dialogue and consumption of food. And also, as for the Gangseogu District Dance Academy and the Changgu classes at the Busan and Ulsan cities, we have seen that indoor sports activities could lead to transmissions of respiratory droplets. And also, it is very difficult to maintain healthy distance. So please also refrain from going to indoor sports facilities for the time being. And also, as for the vulnerable facilities, including the nursing hospitals, we have carried out the massive preemptive testings, and we have identified that at 8 facilities, we have a total of 100 people testing positive. And in addition, we are carrying out regular testings so far. And in Seoul City, we also have identified 1 additional case at 1 facility in Seoul City. We are carrying out disinfection. And next week, we have the Sunung coming up, the college entrance exam, that is. We have about 500,000 of people who will be taking the testings. And please ensure a safe environment. And we are carrying out and implementing a special Sunung a virus prevention scheme, and please abide by our quarantine measures to this end. And currently we have seen the COVID-19 virus spreading very fast through the family gatherings as well as relatives. And also it is very important that you keep a healthy distance among your family members as well. Moreover, the test takers, we ask you to refrain from going to multi-use facilities, including private academies, even before the day of 수능, and also minimize any transmissions of the virus as well. And please wear your face mask and wash your hands, and also ventilate your spaces on a regular basis. And please abide by these personal hygiene measures. And currently, we are seeing a very fast pace of the COVID-19 virus spreading through our local community. And on the 24th of November, we have implemented a toughened social distancing measures. And we are also seeing 3 consecutive days of the new daily cases standing at above 500. And also the social distancing measures, as we saw during our past experience, is the most effective measure to prevent the further spread of the virus. However, there are many limitations in our society. So for these to have full effects, we will also see continued spread of the virus at this level to continue. However, we need to contain the virus, and we need to reduce the number of daily cases going forward. And the quarantine officials are exerting our full efforts to this end. And we are also seeing many individuals of the public also minimizing their traffic as well. And also, right now we are seeing very many cluster infections. However, it is very important for us to contain the further spread of the virus. And this means that this requires the individuals to take particular precaution and to minimize any activities that have also high risks of infection. This time is a time when we need to put a temporary halt in our daily lives and also focus on quarantine measures so that we can ensure a safe environment for our test takers of the 수능. And also we believe that a sense of unity and solidarity can help us overcome the virus spread. Currently, we are seeing a very wide, fast, also very dangerous spread of the virus, and it is very important for us to protect those who are vulnerable at the virus. And we need to also prepare for the possible preemptive measures at the nursing hospitals, and we are also carrying out the preemptive massive testings as well. And to this end, we would also like to once again thank all of the managers at these facilities. However, this is not sufficient. There are many caregivers as well as medical staff members, and we also ask you to also carry out sanitization at a regular basis and ventilate the space on a regular basis as well. And also after work, please refrain from going to any social gatherings, and also refrain from going to any facilities that have high risks of infection. This is the only way for us to prevent and protect the lives of the elderly as well as other high-risk group. And also, until we have a certain curve of the virus, please take particular precautions. And in order to also curb the containment of the virus, we have 3 factors. These need to be repeated on a regular basis, and this means that the current situation is very grave, and participation on an individual basis is very important. First and foremost, until year-end, please avoid going to any gatherings and events, and please remember that group meals need to be avoided as well. And during the weekend, we also ask you to refrain from going to any religious gatherings or other social gatherings. Please switch to non-face-to-face meets. Second, please refrain from going to multi-use facilities that are crowded and confined, and especially those facilities that have high risks of infection, including saunas as well as indoor sports facilities and other entertainment classes. Please refrain from going to these places. And third, if you have respiratory symptoms, fever, or cough, please refrain from going to school or work and get tested as soon as possible by visiting a nearby screening clinic. And we are also making sure that all of the younger generations need to also be suspicious of any coughing or fever and get tested as soon as possible. The quarantine authorities will also exert our full efforts during the weekend as well. We only have a few days to go until the 수능 exam, and please make sure that we grant a safe environment for the test takers who have exerted their full efforts, and please also participate in quarantine measures. Thank you very much.
There you have it. We'll bring you more details on the briefing in our upcoming newscast at 6 p.m. Korea time. Until then, goodbye.
COVID-19 has brought big changes to our lives.